starting to thunder lighting. I'm gonna have to get out of here soon. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name's Mike and you're watching Triple T Acres. And we've got a couple projects we've got to do on the property today, and they all involve the tractor. Let me show you what we're gonna be doing. All right, so to my right here is an old driveway that had a stockpile of reground asphalt in. And the previous owner that had the property before me put it all in here. And for years now, I've been trying to dig it out, and I finally got down, for the most part, to the dirt. And what I'm trying to do is get it all out of here so that I can get the grass over here to blend in with some new grass in here. So I've got all that down. Eventually I'm gonna get some soil brought in here and get it seeded and strawed. But what I have to do today, since I've got it mostly up into this pile here, I need to get the tractor and the loader, and we're gonna load this and haul it over to a new location, which is gonna be a future spot for a wood processing area. Let me go show you where we're gonna take it to. So we're over here next to my barn, and I used to have a pile of logs which just stockpiled right over here, and I decided that this is not the best place to cut up firewood because we got a fire pit here. My kids like to play down here, and we're right next to the pond, and it was just kind of unsightly. I still have a pile of logs there that I got to get split up, but that's going to be mainly for outdoor burning. Let me show you where I moved the area where I'll be cutting all my firewood up. I think it's a lot better. It's real shady, so let me turn the camera around here. All right, so just a short walk in here. I've got a nice trail that cuts back into the woods. Eventually, I'm gonna have to put a small culvert here. That'll be a future video because I get a lot of runoff from these fields up here, and they actually cut down. I got a pipe down in here I need to get cleaned out that feeds to my pond. So this stays a little wet, but once I get a culvert in here, it'll dry up. I've already loaded some of the dirt and the reground asphalt in here because it always seemed like it was a little wet in here too. But here is the pile of logs that I've got that I'll be processing for firewood for the pool building. And I don't sell firewood or anything like that. I just really enjoy splitting firewood. But I'm gonna have all my baskets down here. I've got some IBC totes that I'm gonna get filled. But I think this area is gonna be a great location because I'm under a nice canopy here. It's shady, so even on hot days like today, it's gonna be 90 degrees. I bet it's 10 to 15 degrees cooler in the woods here. So I can come in here, cut firewood, and not feel like I'm gonna get so hot. So without further ado, let's get the tractor out. Let's go load that stuff and bring it over here. And then I got one more thing I need to do. Get this pile out of here. It's all pretty loose. I'm gonna try to push some of it to the center here. So my tractor is a shuttle shift, and I really like the shuttle shift. It seems to be pretty easy to work with, but I would say when it comes to loader work itself, man, a hydrostat transmission would be so much better, because if you watch this video, you're gonna see me on my hand shifter a lot doing this loader work, going back and forth. So yeah, always consider that when you're purchasing a tractor, is how much loader work you're going to be doing. Because I'm thinking right now, a hydrostat would be pretty sweet. There's obviously drawbacks to a hydrostat because you start losing PTO power. Or with this shuttle shift, I can reserve some of the PTO power in the back. Got a good bucket load here. I want to show you a little trick here too. Whenever you're going to go over a drop off with a bucket, right before you go over the edge, lift your bucket. And if you notice that, it kind of gives it a shock absorber. Right when I went over the edge, I just lift my bucket, and it's almost like a suspension for the load in front of you. So next time you're going over some terrain, try that little trick. I've noticed that I don't lose very much material with my bucket when I do that. edge of my bucket here. Do a little back drag, knock the hill off. All right, we're gonna move over to time lapse because this is gonna take a few minutes, and we'll check back with you guys here in just a second. Well, work has been paused because good old-fashioned summer pop-up showers, so hopefully this stuff quits soon and we can get back to work. Well, I think it's let up a little bit. Let's get back on the tractor, see if we can knock it out. There's a big rainstorm coming just a few minutes, but I just have just a little bit left over there, so let's get this thing knocked out. Headed into the wood yard. As you can see, I used a lot of this asphalt in here. I created a nice road back here, that way everything isn't muddy every time I come in and out. But man, this is looking really great. Got a nice road back to the wood yard. Man, it's starting to thunder and lightning. I'm gonna have to get out of here soon. But check it out, nice and smooth in here. We got a great base down here. So when I'm in here working, cutting up firewood, it's not gonna be so muddy. I got some nice asphalt grinding is in here. You can see on the time-lapse footage, the box blade smoothing everything out, and then I used the bucket to do some back dragging, but man, I couldn't be more happy with this. All right, if this storm holds off, I'd like to get that tiller hooked up and get those pumpkins in the ground because, I mean, perfect weather, really, honestly. Get some rain on the seeds and get it going, but a light rain won't bug me, so I'm gonna look at the weather forecast here and we'll get that tiller hooked up. If not, we'll just save that for another day, but we'll keep it in this footage, so stick around, guys. Well, good news, the storm's held off, so we are gonna hook the tiller up, get out there and get this pumpkin patch in for the kids. First thing we gotta do is get this box blade off, and I'm really excited to show you guys this Pat's Easy Change. It really has made such a difference when I'm switching my implements in the back of my tractor. All right, so this is the Pat's Easy Change. I'm just gonna briefly go over it with you because I do have another video on it, so you're gonna wanna check that out. But this is how easy it is. So I've actually got a hydraulic top link, which makes it even easier. So all I have to do is lower my arms, just a little bit here, pull these pins back. So there's a lever here, set that down, keeps that held back. And these are essentially hooks. So they get underneath the pins and they hook, and then a keeper comes behind it that's spring loaded. So I'm holding back the keeper right now. And now all I have to do is set it down, and just with a little bit of encouragement, just a bump here and a bump there, I'm disconnected. Now I just pull my pin here on the top link. It does not get much easier than that. I believe the Pat's Easy Change is better than the Quick Hitch because I can use any 3-point attachment on the back, old or new. They don't have to be quick attach compatible. I could go right up behind it. Very similar concept. The only difference is I got to hook a top link up. So yeah, highly recommend a Pat's Easy Change. I'll actually put a link of them down in the description. I should be able to pull right out from it. Just like that, disconnected. Now, the only difference with a quick attach is, and this is the drawback of a quick attach, is that they're always set at a certain width. Now, if I'm lucky, my arms are going to be the exact width as my pins on my tiller as it is on my box blade. So we'll see here. We're just going to lower the arms down and slowly back up underneath it. Now, it looks like my measurement is just off of a little bit, but I don't have to beat these things. So I've got telescoping arms. I can get up underneath it here. And I got these, there's these washers that keep the hooks from coming out from the sides. And all I gotta do is pull some of these pins back here, realign. I should just be able to lift right underneath them. Get our top link attached so it doesn't move around so much. Perfect. Now when I lift, it's not going to tilt this tiller back so much. Right there, in. No trying to beat it in on the sides. Just set these keepers back down. They're all spring loaded. And then connect the PTO shaft. Just like that. We're hooked up. I didn't have to kick the sides. I didn't have to cuss at them. Go back and get that pumpkin patch tilled up. I've got a spot picked out here on the edge of my food plot. Now I don't need a very big pumpkin patch because I only have a few seeds here. But let's see what we can do here. I'd say just a couple small strips should do it. Hydraulic top link. Goes to show, it doesn't matter how much it rains. If it hasn't rained in a while, it's still that dirt is just like palpable. I swear it rained for like, I don't know, an hour or so earlier. This stuff is still like palpable. We got rain coming later on tonight and some tomorrow. It's great. Say that is plenty big enough for what we're trying to do. Oh yeah, this is nice. I'll tell you, a tiller is one of the best investments you can give your tractor. Perfect. I mean, I can stick my hand all the way down in there and it's just like powder. Get these seeds in the ground and hopefully they come up. Well, seeds are in the ground. Pray for rain, which should be coming tonight or in the next couple days. All right, what a productive day. We just finished up with the pumpkin patch. I didn't think I was going to be able to get this in today because of the weather, but hey, it held off. We got a little bit of rain, but that's okay. So we got this finished. We got all the reground asphalt from that old driveway moved over to the new wood yard. And man, super excited about how I got all that done today. Guys, if you like this kind of content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, we'll see you in the next video.